Climate Change Champion programme is a way to get students and children involved in saving carbon in their school. We encourage them to involve their local community by getting pledges. We educate young people about the importance of taking action on climate change. Today's a very exciting day for the school children because they're all coming to the House of Commons to basically let MPs know what they're doing to celebrate their successes. For the schools, perhaps more importantly, there's a cash prize. The Climate Change programme was developed in partnership between Global Action Plan and Aviva. And Aviva's involvement is really important because they ran the scheme around where their offices are based, so they got local schools to participate, and more importantly they got their employees involved in volunteering in the local schools, so basically using the skills of Aviva staff to help the schools run the programme for them. We thought it was an excellent way for their employees to get practically involved with the schools, and basically it was an initiative that we thought would really strengthen the whole local community's fight against climate change.
Yeah, it started, it's sort of like a shockwave that spread from the school throughout the whole of the community, and I think everybody in Worksop now knows about Redlands and what we're doing.
Because the town hall phoned us to see we'd heard what we were doing, so can we take part?
We've had a lot of other schools phoning us up as well saying, you know, how are you doing this, what are you doing?
We built a lot of links with the community. Obviously we worked on the electricity audit, but we also worked on the pledges side of things. Through that the children went out, they did speeches in the church, they organised assemblies at other schools, they wrote to the head teachers of secondary schools, they wrote to the press, they mingled in the playground with parents they probably wouldn't even have dared to speak to before, so it was a fantastic experience for the children and for myself.
I really enjoyed it and surrounded by really lovely kids, so it was absolutely brilliant, really loved the experience.
Yeah, it was fantastic actually getting back in there and sort of seeing the enthusiasm of the kids, and it was quite nice actually to have a relatively small group that we could kind of work with, and then they sort of got the rest of their school back involved.
The reason why you're doing it is you show it can be done, and by showing your example you can encourage all the rest of the 25,000 schools in the country. That is an absolutely fantastic achievement.
With regards to the Aviva employees, we've discovered that they really like to get involved in something that's practical, something that's local, that's something that's important to them, and that's something that's linked to their family and their community. And that's why we had such a good response from the Aviva employees to support the schools.
It's been a very well organised programme. Any queries we've just emailed and received a response back straight away, so I would definitely recommend it.
Working with Global Action Plan with Aviva I think has been great, sort of really well organised, and all the material was sort of available for us to use.
Global Action Plan's been working with schools virtually ever since we started, so for around 15 years now. And we've realised that working with school children gives a fantastic chance to engage with a whole new generation. They can achieve fantastic savings, they're massively energetic. On average, the schools achieved an amazing 32% reduction in carbon emissions, which is higher than many of the other programmes we run. And we think the difference was the local volunteers.
The volunteers from Aviva were absolutely amazing. They clicked straight away with the children. They came in and did talks and discussions which the children found interesting. They learnt lots, I learnt lots, and they were always there on the end of the email, on the end of a phone if we needed any help.
There was a lot of interesting pledges that we got, especially from the elderly.
It's a long journey, but it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Just to see the children develop, it's absolutely fantastic.
And doing new things, not just literacy and numeracy, doing fun things.
The most fun bit was when we judged the post competitions, probably, because it was quite fun looking at all the creative things the school had done.
Aviva getting involved I think is brilliant, and rightly so they should do, and I think other companies should follow that lead and get involved.
If a company is looking to do something practical, if it's looking to engage its local community, if it's looking to really save carbon, Action at School and the programmes Global Action Plan run hit all those buttons, so that's why they should come and talk to us.